Back in the early 1990s, food scientists John Wadsworth and Stephen Story were looking for ways the world could benefit from natural foods.
We were pioneers. We had been introduced to noni. We studied it in our laboratory. We were making new discoveries. These new discoveries took me to Tahiti to learn more. I stood on the street, and as people passed by, they would tell me story after story of how this fruit was benefiting their life. I learned of a 2,000-year history of how this very fruit brought health benefits to the Polynesian people. I had an experience standing on a mountain in Nuku'hiva. I knew that this fruit was beneficial, had great value, and would bless the lives of millions and millions of people.
After finding out about its beneficial properties, John and Stephen knew that noni was something they had to introduce to the world. So they partnered with Kelly Olson, Kim AC, and Carrie AC, and together they founded Morinda. Today, Morinda is an internationally renowned company that has a presence in over 75 countries.
These were amazing days to be a part of something that was so new, so unique, so revolutionary to the world. People loved what we have. The story, the history, the product, the opportunity, it all came together. This is something that they need. And we grew like wildfire. And in fact, in those early days, the first 5 years, if I remember right, we had revenue growth that exceeded 300%.
One researcher has noted there may not be 10 companies in the history of the world that equal Morinda's revenue growth in their first 6 years. A few short months after opening their doors, noni and Morinda were becoming household names.
Well, it's a special remedy used on a South Pacific island, and it just might keep you alive someday.
It's an obscure fruit known as the aspirin of the ancients.
Some believe it cures everything from arthritis to cramps to cancer.
It's high in antioxidants.
It's a traditional Polynesian remedy for a variety of health conditions.
It literally helps to protect us against our aging of our cells.
Their families say the juice has improved their health and their lifestyle.
I feel like I have a lot more strength.
It's completely changed my mom.
The noni phenomenon exists because the product works. Its benefits are something Morinda is reminded of daily as countless stories pour into their mailboxes.
Morinda's been studying noni for about 20 years, and over that time we found that the one thing that makes noni really unique are the presence of iridoids. These are phytochemicals. And fruits and vegetables, they have nutrients and phytochemicals, and that's what makes them good for you. But these nutrients and phytochemicals in most fruits and vegetables are unstable and they degrade over time. But the iridoids in noni are very stable. They're always there, present and available to the body. An easy way to explain how they help the body is that iridoids help the body with its specific needs. So whatever it needs at the time, the iridoids are there to help it out.
As Morinda's research expanded, it became more and more apparent that these iridoids were particularly good at fighting advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, the compound that heavily contributes to the aging of the body.
Advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, are formed when you have protein and sugar that react with each other. They react in a non-enzymatic way, forming these destructive AGEs. This reaction occurs in the food we eat and also in our body.
Once AGEs are in the body, they attach themselves to organs, joints, muscles, skin, and other tissues, causing them to age at a quicker pace than they should. The scientific community has known about AGEs for decades, and AGE awareness is now starting to hit the mainstream. From around the globe, scientists are validating the AGE awareness message. AGE levels are a health marker that is important because it can impact how long and how well you live. Morinda, perhaps more than any other company in the world, is perfectly positioned to bring this message to the masses, just like they did with noni.